The final point, which is to help them understand the system, which is what unique insights can you help offer that leader in the context of their new team? It may be that you have some institutional knowledge. It may be that you don't. In my case, as I mentioned earlier in my career working with this new leader, this leader and I were brand new. Both of us were brand new in this brand new business unit. Neither of us had any real context. So what could we do to understand what was going on in the organization? And I know this sounds really basic, but it really works magic, which is listening. Leaders have a tendency, and I say this with all the admiration and love in my heart for all the leaders I've worked with in the past, but as a general rule, I've found that leaders have a tendency to live a little bit in the ivory tower. And what I mean by living in the ivory tower is it's really fun to strategize on a whiteboard and bring your management team together and set up OKRs. But it's so often the case that our leaders are a little blind or a little deaf to what's going on in the organization itself on the ground level. And so some basic tips that I've gathered over the years are it's important to be present. It's important to engage with small groups of people as a leader coming into a new context, to put a round table or a fireside chat together without a specific agenda, and you lead with questions. You may have some interesting business updates to share. You may have some, broad context to share, but the most powerful leaders I've ever worked with in my career are those that understand the power of listening to employees at all levels of the organization, and to listen and to ask good questions and to listen some more. And that's not a natural skill for a lot of leaders. And so your role as an HR business partner is to help facilitate that interaction between leader and between the organization. Do whatever you can do to help limit the ivory tower, lock inside of a conference room, whiteboarding behavior. That has to happen. I'm not saying it's not productive use of time, but the other side of the coin is to engage and to probe and ask great questions, because that's where the magic happens. Anyway, all the great ideas that make an organization really come to life, the products are developed, they're sold, we engage with our customers at the front lines of the business, and that's where the leaders need to make sure they understand what is going on so that they can make strategic changes to support those who are in the trenches growing the business.